Tonight, it's Madden NFL Football. Super Bowl 55. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
Well, it's been 12 of the longest months ever since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami, and the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and CD, all eyes on the AFC champs. What a story. The Cleveland Browns, their first Super Bowl appearance ever. Remember, 0-16 3 seasons ago, 6-10 in 2019, and now 4 quarters away from a Super Bowl title.
And don't you just have to applaud and recognize this fan base that's been so great and so loyal for so long, desperate for a winner, because you have to go back to 1964 for their last NFL title, and that's pre-Super Bowl era. Remember, they beat the Baltimore Colts 27-0 in that game. This is a remarkable turnaround, and they have a chance to win their first Super Bowl.
And meanwhile, for the New Orleans Saints, this is a team that's been one of the elites in the NFL the last few years with a legacy of success in the regular season. But then you think about the last 3 postseasons. You had the Minneapolis Miracle with Stephon Diggs go against them, and then we all remember the pass interference no call against the Rams, and followed that last season with a home loss to Minnesota. But this time, Charles, they finally made it.
And that litany of losses that you just recited, that just buckled me, but it didn't buckle this team. You just mentioned 3 years in a row, crushing losses, disappointment, and some of it wasn't their own fault. But they moved past it, and they've gotten here again. Other teams, they might have fallen apart. Not this one. They've got here, and now they got a chance to raise the Lombardi Trophy one more time.
Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Mayfield finding Beckham, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he's going to be met at about the 43.
Number 24.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Marshawn Lattimore.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That's good for a Cleveland.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. If they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
Total relentlessness of consistency. Almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I start calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Running with Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. On the ground. Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 46 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we are tied 7-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll throw from the gun. That one is caught by Hunt. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Kareem Hunt. Out of bounds.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the carry is Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Taking no gain.
Play, it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Back-to-back stops, making 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 46 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. the ground with Kamara. And he powers his way up past the 30. In on the stop there, Andrew Sendejo.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Saints 7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
7-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. This is Cook with a grab. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go with Kamara.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 27, Mayfield. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. It's taken to the 26. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. Now we've got a tie game. He has 2 touchdown catches that we take a peek at. Does he have a third in his repertoire to break this tie?
It's hard to say that he doesn't based on what we've seen so far. I remember when I was coaching Brandon, I went and saw a guy at a clinic, and all he talked about was, I want players that make plays that count. That's exactly what we're seeing from him here.
Yeah, he's made 2 that count. Try to make it 3. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
With the handoff to Alvin.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
First and 10, here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's
throwing now is Breeze.
At the Browns.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now Breeze on third down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Breeze pass.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mayfield on 1st down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Seibert for the Browns field goal. This one from 35 yards away.
A 35-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Saints 21, Browns 17.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Breeze. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front, as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Just that. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A busy night continues for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
A loss of
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
At the 45.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
44-yard line.
Second down and 8.
It's on the pickup. It's second and 8.
To throw is Breeze. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on third and 8.
Yards to go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A gain of 5.
Ball at the 14 for second and 5.
At the 14-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
With the handoff to
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Breeze going to throw. And it's caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead.
lining up for the point after.
And the lead is up to 14. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own.
Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play. First down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it, and he comes back with one complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. David Onyemata drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Kamara. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
The ball carrier.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That's good.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he finds Cook. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Kamara. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. Here's Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Will Lutz lining up.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Mayfield's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Nick Chubb.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Mayfield with it once more. Open man is Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A second.
Here's 2nd and 9. A Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And it is caught at the 7-yard line.
Mayfield's
and here he'll get it down to the 7. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Browns get a score closer. Wow.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Breeze on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
I don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we see? Their last play in walkthrough was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl. They want that visualization. They did it for real.
Yeah, they just scripted it out. Defense can't stop the clock, and they can watch the final seconds tick. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.